Hey everyone, welcome to today's Explainer. We're jumping right in to decode a brief but honestly incredibly powerful manifesto today. It's a short text, but man, it packs a punch that totally shifts how we view the tech landscape right now. We're talking about the AI boom reality check. If you've been feeling, kind of overwhelmed by the endless headlines and the wild speculation about artificial intelligence, well, this focused breakdown is exactly what you need to cut through all that noise and see what's actually happening on the ground today.
Okay, let's dive into this core thesis right here. AI isn't the future, it's the present. For decades, we've basically been conditioned to talk about artificial intelligence like it's some distant sci-fi concept, just waiting for us way out on the horizon. But this statement, it immediately and kind of violently shifts that timeline. It drags AI right out of the realm of someday and drops it squarely onto our desks right now. It's an urgent, undeniable reality.
So, are you ready for the present? Take a second to really let that sink in. Because if the future has literally arrived ahead of schedule, the ways we work, how we plan our careers, how we just operate day to day, well, they all have to adapt instantly. The sheer gravity of this present reality forces reaction from every single one of us. And right now, humanity is splitting right down the middle in exactly how they're reacting to this arrival. Let's move to Section 2, Fear versus Monetization, and see how this builds. And this brilliantly illustrates the divide. When faced with a massive, unprecedented tech shift, human psychology usually defaults to one of two extremes, right? For the majority, there's this very real, totally paralyzing fear that AI is taking their jobs. It's a completely defensive posture. But then you have the proactive strategy of the minority. The smart ones are monetizing it. This is pure offense. It's a stark difference between standing on the beach, terrified of the incoming wave, and actually paddling out to surf the thing.
So the crucial point is this: the smart ones are monetizing it. We really need to isolate this phrase because of the monumental weight it carries. It's about completely reframing your mindset. It pivots you away from that perceived loss, the fear of losing a job, and points you straight toward immediate opportunity. Monetization means looking at AI not as some human replacement, but as unparalleled leverage. It's a tool literally designed to multiply your output, your efficiency, and ultimately your income.
Now let's transition into Section 3, the AI monetization movement.
You might be sitting there wondering, is this just theory? Are people actually doing this, or is it just more tech industry hype? Well, 1.5 million. Let that number truly sink in for a sec. That is not just a tiny group of Silicon Valley beta testers playing around. That represents a massive, global scale of everyday people who have already taken action. We are looking at a full-blown movement of individuals who woke up to the reality of the AI boom and decided, hey, I'm going to do something about it.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how it breaks down what that 1.5 million are actually doing. Because they aren't just reading articles or passively scrolling through trend updates. They're actively learning. And their goal, it is explicitly financial, getting paid by AI. They are figuring out exactly how to extract real financial value from this technology today. They're taking this abstract, highly technical concept of artificial intelligence, and they're turning it into concrete, actual revenue streams.
Which brings us to a stark warning delivered directly from the source text. Don't get left behind. Listen, when a technological leap of this magnitude happens, the gap between those who adapt and those who hesitate, it grows exponentially every single day. This isn't just about missing out on some passing internet trend. It's about the absolute urgency of securing your place in a rapidly evolving economy. You basically have to join the movement and adapt right now.
So we've reached the end of our explainer, and this entire paradigm shift we just analyzed really boils down to this single, provocative choice. Will you fear it, or will you monetize it? AI is here, folks. The reality check is over, the movement has already started, and the ball is now entirely in your court. I want you to think really hard about which side of the divide you want to be on tomorrow morning. Thanks so much for joining me to unpack this fascinating reality, and I'll catch you on the next explainer.